Hello everybody, this is Brostack here again with another video, and we're on play.skykade.net, playing Minecraft obviously, and today I'm going to try doing the SMP game mode. Now, yes, I do play this game mode, yes, I've gotten pretty far in this game mode, quite like it, but I figured I could show off the game mode in this video and, you know, help you guys out a little bit, those of you who are planning on starting this game mode and have basically no idea about it. SMP stands for Simple Multiplayer. I call it that specifically because that's what I think, but it's really called Survival Multiplayer, but you know, whatever. That's just what I call it. Got myself some black coffee here. It's the best way to have your coffee. That's good. Yes. You drink coffee, you drink black. That's how it goes. Alright. So let's start it. Select game. The shovel is SMP. Where am I? Alright, I'm in my house. Now this is the house I made. Got some voting keys from voting for the server. It just helps support the server and it gets you free stuff. So, why not? Shoot that. Alright, these are all the people online. Oh boy. Yeah, you might want to avoid clicking tab. It lags your game a lot whenever there's a lot of people. That's definitely for sure. So yeah, this is basically my house. Yep. I got a crap ton of stuff because I've been on here for a long time and I don't have the time to make a shop and such. Though I might one day, you know, all these servers I gotta keep up with. So I don't play this one too often anymore, but I still play it occasionally here and there. This is for whenever do bets and such. I make a couple K off of it. But yep. Got all this here, all this here. Also got this parrot here. One day I was AFK fishing for like a whole day. Came back on, and this parrot was sitting next to me, and so I called him Morty from that one show, Rick and Morty, because they go through portals and such and whatnot. Alright. So, I guess now you've seen the interior of my house, show the exterior. Now I got /fly because I got it from their store, which I will link in the description. But yeah. I kind of had this tree here. I figured it helped the aesthetic, and I know that beacon looks ugly, but it helps. It gives me swiftness and haste, which I use to help dig down there, which I actually haven't done in a while, but that's why my pickaxe is pretty broken down. But yeah, this is my house. You know, from all the people that have seen it, they say it's pretty good. Whenever people are trying to be douches, though, you know, they say it sucks, but whatever. And, oh, that's new. I didn't know someone actually moved over here. So I guess someone else lives here now. That's, wow, alright. I guess I have a neighbor. Yeah, these tree houses, though, they've been here for a while. They've been here before this house does, so. I'm not the first, nor am I the last. But yeah. Now, I know you could actually fall and possibly die, but whenever people do, it's literally a 1 block distance. If you don't see it, then no, that's your fault. That's what I have to say about that. And if I'm on the server and I see it happen, I'll just fly down there and get your stuff. So, I didn't make this simply be mean. I just thought it would be pretty cool to make my house kind of look like it was floating. And I eventually wanted to do something with this, but I want to take it down to bedrock, which is why I got myself a beacon, but I can't really get anything else better on the beacon because, 1, I'm not that rich, and 2, I don't have enough time to get rich or mine all the materials. So, yeah, I figured this beacon level would be good enough. Yeah. I also have a full set of chain, max enchant, except for it doesn't have thorns, well, that has thorns, but not ideal for everything else. Everything else does not have thorns, sadly. I would much prefer that. But it also has mending, frostwalker, all that fancy stuff. I can walk on water, that water source blocks, yeah, like that. All that good stuff. Basically in SMP, you start out at spawn, so I'll have spawn. Spawn. You can see you start on this pirate ship and start there. It's a really cool spawn. Once you get here, you might want to take a look around. It's pretty neat. But there's a lot of warps you can do, but the main warp you'll use is Warp Shop. That's where you sell your materials and gain money. Basically, when you get started, you'll start out with Kit Starter, and that's what will get you well started. If I do /kit, there's Kit Starter, and you can use that once every week. I also have Kit Love, which I bought during the Valentine's Day. Yes, the Valentine's Day. Got it during then, because it's a limited edition whenever they have those kits available. So, yeah. Now, if you notice, I have my frames up, once again, top left corner, but they're much further down. I suspect that since I made the mistake of not going in the settings for the last other videos, and so those other videos look really crappy. So I'm hoping that now that I have edited those settings that this will look much better for you guys, though for me it won't. It'll look a bit worse when I'm playing this, but this is just for showing off, not competitive, so I really don't mind. I'd much rather you guys have better quality, so that way you don't have to strain your eyes watching my content and then just get bored and leave or something, you know. I don't want to make you not want to watch my content. This is what's going on here. But yeah, so once you get here, you can look around the place. You can choose to walk away from spawn, which you probably don't want to do that because there's a lot of people that live right out the border of spawn. But you can just type /wild, which will take you to a random location, but you can't move. You can use /wild like every 3 or 5 minutes or something, I don't know. It's like 360 seconds, I don't know what that converts to. But I did /wild and basically use a golden shovel to protect your land. And it's kind of complicated, but I figured it out, so you can figure it out basically. But you put it in one corner and you put it in another, and then you put OK in chat right after, within 15 seconds, and it claims it for you, and you have a limited amount of blocks. I don't know how many exactly, but it's a number. And you want to make sure you set home, because there are so many people that will forget to set their home. I even forgot to set my home at one point. And what you have to do is use claim list, and it shows the chords, and you have to walk all the way there, or if you bought /fly, you have to fly all the way there. Why I did those, at the time I didn't have /fly, so I asked someone in chat. They were very nice, and they flew there for me and TP'd me over. But what is also really good to do on the server is get yourself in a community. Now, when I first started, I did not get into community. I was kind of by myself, kind of, you know, boring. You know, I was lone wolf basically. Then I went on after a long time, and then they invited me. This group of people invite me to their community, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty nice. And so we give each other gifts and such, but now they become inactive, so I've become pretty inactive on here. But, you know, I'm still here and there, you know. It's not like I'm completely off of the game like they are, pretty much. But, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. What I really like about the server is that you can just walk around or fly around in my case, and you can just find all these random builds, and some are pretty simple and unfinished, and others are pretty exotic and really well thought out. It's kind of cool. I really do enjoy it. And also, this has to be by far the best community because of how non-competitive this community is. It's really nice. Like, these are the most helpful people you'll talk to out of all the servers, and just generally nice, and other times creepy, but you know, nevertheless, they're a great community of people. So I do recommend you definitely join this server, and at least, you know, hop on once a week, you know, whatever time you could put in the server. But you also want to make sure you vote so you can get some nice aesthetic decorations on the server. That's what happens here. I'll actually open one for you. Go to spawn. So here's what it looks like. You just click on it with the key, spawn, and it shows all this that you could possibly win. And I won Dragon's Breath, which can be used to make some potion effect arrows. So that's pretty good. The only other way to get Dragon's Breath is legitimately, which is resummoning the Ender Dragon. It's most likely dead because of all the other players. And then whenever it breathes down on you, this purple dust, you have to have empty bottles in your inventory, and you collect it by that. It's a complicated process. So voting, that's much easier, you know? So I recommend you vote for the server. If you do, in fact, join the server or are playing the server. And, yeah, and a good way to make money as well, you know, kind of as free money, is when you use Kit Starter, it gives you some diamonds and gold and iron, which are sellable at this shop for, like, some good money here, as you can see. And yes, redstone is really worth picking up here. So whenever you're mining, don't think, oh, it's just redstone. No, think, it's 400 bucks. That's what you gotta be thinking. You know, you gotta think like a businessman when you're on here. Or you could just do whatever you want, you know. It's a pretty casual server. You know. Now, this is not gonna be as long as the other video for prisons, which was kind of like a basics type thing. As you can see, like, I'm even just rambling a lot more than in that, because this is a much more simple server, hence why I call it simple multiplayer, when it's really survival multiplayer for SMP. So that's why this is going to be a much more clean-cut video, which I prefer that, because you guys won't be getting bored out of your minds and won't click off the video as quickly. That's my hope on that. And if you're still here, we're 12 minutes in, so good for you, man. And I hope you enjoy that this content and such, and maybe leave a like if you like, right? You know, subscribe if you like what I do here. But I'm not ending off the video quite yet. No, I gotta show off my builds. That's right. So the way to set home is use /set home like that, and then it sets home at your current location, and you get a maximum of 3, or you can go on the store and buy more, which is what's so good. And I can do /home, which will bring up the list, and there you can see I have home H, home O, and home E. And now you can have the names however you want. I just use one letter, so it's easier for me to type and get there quicker, because this is instant. Now this is my first official house on the server, this one in specific, that is. And it's just a, you know, a little house by the border of the world, with just a little nice house, comfy, I suppose. Pretty empty on the inside right here. Don't know what I'm going to use it for, don't know if I ever will. It's just a little hideout, I suppose. Up here, you know, here's this nice aesthetic that you can win from voting keys. Pretty nice. As you can see, chat is moving real fast. If any of y'all been paying attention in chat, then I don't know what in the world you've been reading, so it can get quite random. But this is my first house on here, and home O, this is where my community is. I did make this on a different account. I just, you know, TP'd this account over here because this is my main account. I just joined this community on my alt. But they don't know that. Or they do, I don't remember. But yeah, this was the New Year's 2018. And I got my MacBook Pro right there. Got my enchanter right there. Pretty nice stuff. Now, the reason why I'm able to use stuff here, even though this is technically not my house, it is my Alta house, is I had to use /trust well in the claim. And that will /trust player name brostag064 or 064 is how I like to pronounce it. Yeah, all this nice stuff here, as you can see, but definitely not as much here. Oh. Yeah, here's a few banners. Banners tend to go for $500, but I made this one and this one and this one myself, obviously. This is supposed to be a gold pickaxe, but it looks a lot more like a golden tree, so take it how you take it. I asked for a gold pickaxe, that's what I got. It's $500, I really don't care. But here's a mending book that I was planning on putting on something, then I forgot. Yeah, I don't remember. I think the other account needed it for the axe, which I use as a multi-purpose tool on that account. Yeah, as you can see, you got some sausage decorations. Yeah, I haven't checked my mail in a while. But yeah, there's my alt's name right there. Right. And I actually had a board over here where I'd update it frequently so that way they know I was actually being active. Because if you're inactive for over 2 weeks, then you're kicked. But the fact that they're all inactive now is, you know, kind of defeats that purpose. So I kind of stopped updating it after New Year's. But here's my fishing shop now. I don't know why I even use /trust, that's how I'm able to open this door here, but I can't open chests that have, you know, price on them. But this is how you make shops and such. Yeah, and string is quite rare to get. You have to go on the mining world, which is where you fight mobs and such. That's the only way you can fight evil mobs. So string is kind of rare because even the spawning of them is quite rare. So the quickest way to get string is go and mine shafts, the abandoned ones of course. There'll be loads of string there. It's the quickest way to get string, and a lot of them really. A lot of string. So that's why I make fishing rods 150. So that's my community home, I suppose. Home. Here. This is the house I already showed you guys, but you know, it's a house, right? Here's the bathroom. Don't think I showed that off. Not too fancy. Here's the office. You know, this is where I make my YouTube videos. Obviously, that's how I'm making this video, right? Exactly. Yep. So, I think that's all there is to it. This video is much less informal, because to be honest, there's not really too much to be informative of other than know your Minecraft basics. This wall here is my staff wall. So I've gotten 3 staff to sign it. I haven't really gotten any more than that. So, sad thing there. But whatever. At least I got 3. I'm proud of that. Yeah, I guess that's all there is to it. So, yeah, I guess I'll end it off here. I guess I should go in my office, right? End off the video. Much more appropriate, as you can see. I'll stand over here so it's easier. Alright. So, please like and subscribe if you're new around here. And, yeah. Best of luck to you all. Peace.